Hi, Misha here. And it was a nice day, and so Jay and I decided to skip on over to the range, and usually when we go, we take guns that we either need to test fire, or working on, or just generally speaking to do a video on. This time we kind of focused more on what we wanted to shoot. And I wasn't really even thinking about this one, but as I was going through the gun rack, my hand kind of alighted upon it, and I thought, you know what, kind of want to shoot my German HK G36E again, so I grabbed it. It's kind of one of those benefits of, actually owning something is you can shoot it whenever the hell you feel like it. So, yeah, let's just run a few rounds through it, then I'll give a few thoughts. Nothing really new to talk about, but hey, I guess if you're here you don't mind listening to me ramble, so yeah, let's do that and we'll come back in a sec. G36E. G36E. Clear. Very positive ejection. G36E. So it was as reliable as ever, and very non-ammo sensitive, and frankly just a lot of fun. Nothing really new with this gun. We've brought this to you before. And this is as close as you're really going to get to a G36 in the USA today. This one here is offered by Michael's Machines, Mike Otte. He was able to import some parts sets, along with receiver sections, which were reworked and made semi-auto by Tom Bostic. There you go. It's late, guys. Tom Bostic of a Tommy Built Tactical. But Mike Otte did the importation and the assembly. It's worth pointing out that he is an official, fully licensed HK armor and gunsmith. He does work on quite a few select fire HKs, and the G36 is pretty dang simple. Like a lot of HKs, it's highly modular, but unlike previous guns like the G3, the barrel on the G36 is easily unscrewed. So this is the E model with the 18-inch, actually it's like 18.9 barrel. But if you wanted to go the shorter barrels or a heavier profile with the right tools, it's a matter of just a couple of minutes to swap barrels. So truly not a big deal. Likewise, the handguard is just held on with a single push pin. It's free floated. This bipod, which actually I didn't have on while shooting today, just because I didn't want to, is held on with a single pin that doubles as your front sling swivel. Your sight device, whatever it might be, is held on with 3 screws. Now, it's not just the 3 screws, it slides onto a dovetail and then is screwed on. So, very secure. I have the kind of export style 1.5 power, complete with backup iron sights. Of course, the dual optic is very famous with its 3-power scope and 1990s red dot, but it is very expensive, very bulky, and very heavy. Now, on a gun like this, I want to keep it light, because that's kind of what the Germans were going for. It's pretty much all polymer. The receiver is all polymer, except for some metal reinforcements. You've got a polymer trigger frame, polymer folding stock, rubber recoil pad, of course polymer handguard, polymer barrel, of course not, but yeah. So about the only metal, besides the barrel, is your trunnion and your bolt and all that. And these guns were fully ambidextrous by design. That was one of the requirements, including the safety, mag catch, and this always cool charging handle that can be folded to either side. It can also be locked open on either side. The ejection port is only on the right, but it does have a brass deflector, so no real worries there. Heck, even the mag well is modular, and they do make a STANAG, but mine here takes the G36 translucent mags, which are very heavily influenced by the Swiss SIG Sand series. Just a cool gun. And HK USA has never imported a semi-automatic like this. They did import the SL8, which was a highly neutered, highly sporterized version. It had a whole different rear receiver section, had a thumbhole stock, took a 10-round mag, even had a wholly different barrel, longer and heavier. If you wanted to turn an SL8 into any kind of G36 clone, be it a EKC or other, you almost had to rebuild the entire gun. Heck, even the bolt on the SL8 was neutered. Now, in Europe, they also have the HK 293, and there was talk about an American version, the HK 293, coming in, but it never ever came close to happening. And that's what makes Mike Otte's offering so cool, and why it's a gun that I just enjoy taking out very regularly. With the exception of semi only, which this does still have the 3-position lower, but the third is a dummy position. Safe, semi, and still semi. Keep in mind, this is not the receiver down here, this is the frame, so it's okay to still have that. This is military when it comes to features. We have the original profile barrel, we have a removable, little stuff there, guys. Removable flash hider. It's on tines. I always liked how they did that. These don't ever come loose during shooting, but as you can see, you can just screw them off by hand. Excellent for sound suppressors. It's a cool barrel, even though it's relatively long. It's a lightweight, so it doesn't make it the gun front heavy. We have a bayonet lug here. This is more of the NATO spec one. The German military ones usually have the AK type plug. This is a standard handguard with mounting points for rail sections. We got the bipod. This will take any of the standard optics. It has the standard bolt in it, not a neutered one. It takes standard mags with that issue. Has the bolt hold open, ambi pistol grip. And as you saw, the stock folds over to the side. And this one has the G36C stock on it, which is a little shorter than the E. Because I'm a short person, it's more comfortable. But otherwise they look the same. These were not cheap, but Mike only built a couple of dozen. And since all the components are either straight HK or like the receiver derived from HK, it has the correct look and feel. I sold the SL8s when those were coming in, and I really liked the quality of the gun. I liked the feel of it. I just didn't like how much work was required to convert it. Then later I ended up with a Bostic converted one. There was a G36K. He even restamped it on the receiver. But then in late 2014, we bought our house. And then not even a month after buying our house, we were in a car crash. So money was tight. And the G36K was one of those guns that had to go. No regrets, you know, needs must and all that. And I didn't have to sell it at a loss. But I always missed having one. So 5 years after the fact, when Mike Otte mentioned he was doing these, I just couldn't help myself. I did have a K version from him for a while, but that got moved on to a newer home. The E, as it's the basic model that the Bundeswehr uses, and it just, you don't see many E's. You see more C's and K's floating around. And this way, because the barrel is well over 16 inches, there's no compromise with either making it a pistol, carbine with extended flash hider, or of course SBR. You can just have this straight up military. And for that, I really like it. And I'm happy to report that Mike's quality is on par with HK, and it runs great. And even though the gun is quite light, the recoil is very manageable. It's just one of those guns that Jay and I like, and there's no reason to really think much further than that. We enjoy it. It has kind of that retro, futuristic, cool look going on. And that's why we do a video on it from time to time. Anyway, if you'd like to know more on the history of the G36, we have a video on that. Or if you'd like to know more about the Mike Otte guns, we have a video or two on those. We even have a comparison video with this up against one of the Bostic T36Ks. So while this video really didn't tell you anything new, hope you enjoyed going to the range with us. If you could, like, share, and subscribe. And if you'd like to help support the channel, please click on the link and check out our Patreon page. This is Misha, and I'll catch you very soon next time.